And good evening to one and all. It's Monday the 29th of June, and yes, I was on the wrong screen. Never mind. How are you all doing? I hope we're all well. Oh, lots of mashing of buttons today. Definitely unusual for a Monday, it would appear. So, yes, quick bonus parade today. I'm going to carry on with our horse and cart. Horse and cart? Just the cart. Not got the horse. The old nag's out today. Luckily, she doesn't watch this live, so we're all right. So, 11 people watching. Let's have a quick look, see who is in the chat. Lewis is there saying hi. Hi, Lewis. Model Making Mayhem. Hello, hello, hello. Who else we got there? Who else? A little bit of chat between themselves. Scully Models, aka Mike or Dad. See, I remembered. He's saying good evening, gents. Good evening. How you doing? We've got Lewis Williamson on Facebook as well. Interesting. Yes, all going well. So far, anyway. What else? Who else we got? Obviously, a little bit of chat between themselves. Chance in the house. Evening all. Chance. Johnny Burton, yay! He's in the house saying hello, dude, or evening, dude. Evening, matey. And he's also saying evening, guys. All good here, thanks. Obviously, he's replying to you guys talking to one another, and we have Ron Hetman. He's watching on Facebook because he is a Facebook user. Hi, Ron. How you doing? So there you go. I know I am right. Yeah, you watch till later. I won't remember. I really am that bad. Anyway, so like I say, got 12 people watching, a couple more. Just the usual gumph. Please remember to do thumbs up, thumbs down. Make sure you get involved, say hello, have a chat between one another, because watching me doing this may be a little bit painful at times. So there we go. I'm going to crack straight on because we've only got an hour and a half, and I don't want to be in a situation where I rush and make errors like I did last time. Hi, Stuart. How you doing? I hope you're well, mate. And Stuart is in the house as well. So there you go. The numbers are climbing, so I will go back to the chat as and when. So yes, sorry, it popped up there, and it's fine. You're all talking to one another. That's good. So if you remember, we are doing the yen models horse and cart, which is this little baby here. As you can see, very beautiful, very beautiful. It's a mixture of plywood and laserboard with a bit of metal here and there for the detail. So, for example, what the wheels sit on is a metal tube, and obviously what these little steps are, they've got a little bit of wire there that you have to bend, and etc, etc. So there you go. That's it. That's what we're going to be doing today, just to recap. And let's head over. Mashing buttons. Let's head over to the bench. Yay, there we go. So hopefully no more mashing of buttons. We can concentrate on what we've got in front of us. So ignore all this for the minute. What we'll do is I will just recap what we managed to do last time. Now, there we go. Here is our horse and cart. And if you remember correctly, it's actually a little bit further on than when I left you last Monday. Now, the reason for this, for those that are keen-eyed and spotted it, but haven't said anything, I did make a few mistakes. So let me just recap on those mistakes. This main floor here, I stuck on the wrong way round. If you remember, these side rails had bits that stuck on each side. I managed to get those the wrong way round. So with a lot of carefully chosen words and encouragement, I managed to take the bottom off and take all these bits off that I'd made the error with. And that was purely, it wasn't because of the instructions, purely my stupidity and rushing, if I'm honest, because I thought I could get it all done in an hour, and I was wrong. So what I did is I obviously re-glued the base on, re-glued the sides to our rails, which on both sides, and fixed them in position and added the little handrail here as well. Okay, so that's where we're up to. Okay, so that would take us on the instructions to number 4, which is where we were. So what we've got to do now is the challenging part, which is the wheels here. Now, in true Blue Tip Peter style, I have one already made. Now, the reason I made one is because I wanted to see how quickly it would take me to do, and how complicated I was going to make things, but also to give you the chance to see exactly what it is we're going to be doing. So hopefully by the magic of Zoom, surprise. Oh, there's an app for this. Surprise. Come on. I'm so close. You know you are. Oh, look at that. There we go. So as you can see, the detail around the wheel is now on there. So it's on both sides. And if I can just move it in a way in which you can see it, I so got to sort these cameras out. There you go. You can see the hub is made of 3 parts. Okay, so that's done on this side and on this side. Now I'm going to show you how to do it. The one thing I didn't manage to do is to go on here, on this edge, is a nice strip like that goes on there, which would be your steel on your wheel. Oh, almost rhymed there. That was good, wasn't it? So there we go. So that's our first wheel. So we're going to get a second wheel and we're going to crack straight on. Okay. Just before I do, let's have a quick look. No more messages in the chat, although there are 14 people watching, 11 minutes in. I'm sure I've not said hello to everybody, but maybe I have. I'm not sure. Anyway, if you're there watching, please say hello. It makes me feel so much better to know who exactly is watching. Put glasses on, otherwise cannot see. And there we go. And we're off. So we're just going to cut this out. Really, really simple. Got a nice little tag there. Everything else is cut out by the laser. And with a little bit, this is the plywood, obviously. So this is the more hard to cut part. So there you go. That's that bit taken out. And what we're going to do is just a little bit of a sander. There's a little bit of a nib there. Nib, nab, whatever. Just going to give that a little sand. A little sand and make it smooth. Now, so while I'm doing this, I want to know what you think about doing these bonus bits. Are they of interest? Is it something you'd like to see more of? Is there something you'd like me to do? Please don't make that too difficult. Let me know. You can either make a comment in the chat right now, or you can make a comment in the video on YouTube or on Facebook afterwards to let me know. So, as I said, to go around the outside with the detail, we've got it here. Again, we're going to have to cut that off. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And again, just a little sand, just to make them pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh, I'm so pretty. Well, that's what I keep telling myself anyway. Because no one else is going to tell me apart from my mommy. Little sand, silence. I think I might invest in a little bit of background music. Because who wants to listen to my singing, right? So there you go. That's the 4 bits we're going to use on the first side. And I just noticed that we have got Modeler Phil saying, "How are you gluing, everyone?" Way! A bit of Monday humour. We like Monday humour. I'm gluing pretty good. Okay, so we're just going to use a little bit of PVA. A little squirty. No, I've not been drinking, just in case anyone is wondering. I just am in a cheery mood this afternoon. I've had a very good day. I went and saw an old school friend today as part of my bubble. Wow. I haven't got any other friends, you see, so I have to go and look up old ones. Yeah, they did open the door. They did say hello. And get off my land, weirdo. Oh, so as I say, a little bit of PVA glue, and it's fighting me. Can you believe it? Come on, James. This should be easy peasy. Oh, dear, I hate that when it happens. Never work live or with children or animals. Allegedly. Spudge, 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 spudge. Spudge. So I know you guys already know this, but obviously the E-model show is on this evening. Straight after me, as I stole this spot. And I still haven't actually figured out whether there is anyone doing this spot on a Monday or on a regular basis. So hopefully we're not upsetting anybody by stealing you guys away from them, because I don't want to do that. It's all about community adhesion. So using a cocktail stick just to pop a little bit on in these places. Otherwise, you'll end up with just a little bit too much glue, and it's a little bit too much effort to do the cleanup. The tweezers to make sure we can get them in line, hopefully. And so we go. It's not like watching paint dry, because that is a slower process. Oh, have I gone too far? Have you gone too far? No. So what I like about this is you're adding the detail. It's like having wooden photo etch. Lewis would absolutely die for some of this. One thing I have noticed, and one thing you should be careful of, is obviously clean up the PVA as you blow. Otherwise, it becomes a bit of a mess and a bit of a problem. So bobbing along, almost done one side. I will look up in a second and see if anybody's made some comments. And there you go. So that's our next one in. So it's as simple as that, he says, realizing that he's done that wrong. Silly boy. Oh, you silly boy. And there we go. So that's that one side done. While we're preparing the second side, let me have a quick look at the chat. Take glasses up, otherwise everything's too close in my face. Right. So, chatting between yourselves, everyone's saying hello. There we go. Come on. There you go. The Foro's knocking me for 6 at the moment, but gluing well as can be, indeed. Yeah, sorry about that. It is one of those things. It does come and get you at time to time, and just take it easy, go with the flow. And Scaly's saying, no one does this spot, James. Now you do. Oh, I might make it a regular thing, you know. You never know. We'll see. Butcher That Model's in the house. Never worked with children, animals, and me. I'm a childish animal. So we did that. Very good. Very good. Hello, Dave. So we are almost up to date. Oh, hang on, a few more. I've missed some. Everyone said hello. Hello, Dave. Bloody blah. Hello. Quango Man saying, don't forget to press the like button. Very important. Oh, I like Quango Man. Hi, good evening. How are you? It's really great that people give you a shout out. Save you some time. So 14 people still watching, and we're 19 minutes in. Wow, this is good. This is all going well. So we're going to cut out the next bits. If we can see what we're doing. Just to point out, my finger here is dirty. However, it is from the laser cutting. I promise you, I washed my hands before we started. Although I was in the garden before we started, running around after flower pots flying around in the wind. My poor wife's work strewn across the garden. Never mind. Not life or death. So it's all good. So yeah, the reason we're going to finish, as always, on a Monday, just before 9 o'clock, is to give the guys in E-Models obviously the kudos, the fact that they've been doing their bit on a Monday for a long time. It gives you time to grab a cup of coffee, grab a drink, whatever, and get yourselves over there to join in the fun. So that's all good. Plus also my wife finishes work not long after that, so I need to get in my car and go and pick my lovely wife up and bring her home, make her feel important by saying, have you done the washing yet? Where's my dinner? And all those things that us men do. Yeah, no, I don't really pick her up from work and go, where's my dinner? My dinner's not on the table. I normally come home and cook for her. Hence why I'm the size I am. I eat at silly o'clock on the day she's working and then go to bed. I must change my routine and stay up later. If I'm going to eat later, I should stay up later and maybe make more models. That's my excuse anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so you can see this is a nice, easy process. He says, please don't let anything go wrong now. I've said something. A little spotting of glue here and there. Everybody likes a little bit of spotting. And the PVA does go off relatively quickly, I've got to be honest. So you have to be a bit too sweet and a bit smart with the way you do things. Remember, as I said, clean up as you go along. I'm going to catch up with that chat in a minute. I'm just going to put this last bit on. And then we've got our two wheels coming along nicely. And we can start on the middle hub section. The other thing I like about this kit as well is the hub section, as you'll see in a minute, this is a process that you repeat on both sides. So the detail is on both sides, not just on the outside where you probably will see most of it, but also in the inside where you may catch a glimpse. Attention to detail, do like that. So that's it. That's the outside done. So a quick look at the chat before we go any further. Let me see. Kind of man, yeah, okie dokie. We've got Graham McRobert saying, "Hi guys, missed you on Saturday night." Yeah, night was one of those life moments. Sorry about that. Asking how Graham is. Graham is. Right, let's. Oh, what's going on? Why don't I do that? Yes, of course, show. I wouldn't be pressing on it. Graham just sounded a lot better now. Lewis had to listen to some music, heavy metal, very loud, to clear the cobwebs. Yes, and Quango Man just saying, I'd rather have your finger being dirty instead of bloody keep those fingers safe. Oh, yes, I know what you mean. Plasters everywhere. If Nat says, "Where's my dinner?" I'd tell her you've not cooked it yet. Oh, didn't take long, Lewis, did it? Lewis is just saying, pleased to hear it, Graham. I do the same in the truck going down the road with heavy metal blaring at 3 a.m. And Graham just saying, sorry, not my problem. Just say them at the airport was slow in refueling your aircraft. Ha ha. Indeed. So there you go. We're all up to date with the chat. There's now 16 people watching. So if you are watching, please make sure you make a comment, say hello. Press the thumbs up or thumbs down. Whatever you want to press, that's up to you. Thank you very much. It keeps me feeling like I'm loved. I know I am, but yeah, we all like to have a cuddle at times, don't we? But I can't get a cuddle because I've got to keep our distance for so many reasons. You know, the injunction that Lewis has got, for example. I'm joking, Lewis. Yeah, you know, it's good for us YouTubers to see a bit of appreciation, or a bit of honesty with the thumbs down. You know, if you didn't like it, don't press the like button, press the dislike button. But take a minute and say, I didn't like it because, or I feel this would be better if you did this. I'm not saying I'm going to take any notice because I might disagree with you, but it would be good to have some feedback. There you go. So Nat loves you, James. Oh, oops. Well, funny enough, my wife's name is Natasha, so Nat would be correct. She does love me. She loves me very much. Just to aid in the confusion that may have been out there. So as you can see, I am now doing exactly what I said I shouldn't do, going straight from the bottle onto our wheel. There is a reason for it, honest. Partly I forgot what I was doing because we're so overwhelmed by the love. But also this particular piece that goes on here now needs a bit of extra glue. So obviously, as it's a wheel, and we've got this is our hub, we want to make sure that the tube will fit corresponding hole without coming off. But there you go, it's come off. Never worked live, never worked with children. Like I said, I knew it would need a little bit more glue, so we've primed the surface now with that glue that we've squished it on. Add a little bit more. He says a little bit more. Thank you. And we're going to start putting our hub together. Oh, come on. You know you want to. Oh, pick it up. Be easier. There we go. Like I say, we'll pass the tube through to a hole to ensure it's in the right place. And it passes nicely. Although I can see through my squinty eyes that isn't 100% correct, but that's it for now. Right, cool. So on to the reverse side. But is it the reverse side or is it the other side? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. And this time I'm going to put a little bit on both pieces and try that way if I can get it done in the first pass. I think I did this last time and it did exactly the same anyway, but nevertheless, we'll use our toy tweezers. Toy tweezers. And we are definitely not adhering, I believe is the right word. So obviously the other thing this does by passing this tube through is to not only line the holes up, but also takes off any excess glue inside. So our hole is a nice hole. And there we go. That's the first part of our hub. We'll jump onto these bits here. So the other thing about doing the first wheel first is that it looks like I know what I'm doing now. I don't, but it looks like it. Oh, open lid. Open lid. And there we go. So now we're going to put the next part of our hub together. Nice little bit of detail on this piece. Shows the screws. Maybe screws. It shows what attaches it to it. Put it that way. Now this one is slightly smaller than the last one, so you have to be a bit careful with your placement. Oh, he says. Like so. Now what we're going to do while we're here, I'm going to put the third one on. So the third one just again makes it look so nice. It's nice and 3D, nice bit of detail. And unfortunately, I don't know the correct terminology for all these pieces of the hub, but it does make the hub. And that is what I'm going to go with. So there. So again, I'm going to pass the tube back through. Just to make sure everything's where it's meant to be. And it is. There we go. So as you can see, that is our hub. Hopefully that's coming out nicely. Camera's behaving. No, it's not. It was. And then it wasn't. There we go. Quickly turn it over and we'll do our last bit. So that will be the two wheels done. Didn't take long, did it? So at the beginning of this stream, I did show you the website. This is a horse cart from Yen Models. Yen is based in Belgium and is a very, very helpful guy, I can tell you. I've known Yen for a little while. I try and go and see him every time I'm at a show that I know he's at to see what goodies he's got. And he never stops to never ceases to surprise me. The extra elements that he's got that brings a diorama or a scene together. So really good. Just get rid of that excess glue on there. Now I'm going to pop our last bit on the hub, meaning that our hubs are all done. Now the most entertaining bit is coming up, where we put the last bit of detail on the wheels, which I suspect is not going to be easy, and it's going to be fingers and thumbs. And almost dropped that right where it needs to be, and then moved it straight away to where I didn't want it. Oh, come on. Bit of concentration, tongue out. Pump your tongue out. It'll always help with your concentration. And there we go. Fits onto our axle. And there we go. 2 wheels for our cart. Simple as that. So before we move on to anything else, which will be the bit that goes around the wheel in a minute, let me just, we are up to date with the chat. 17 people watching. Congratulations. Welcome all and one. Please be involved in the chat on the side. And by all means, ask me any questions if you want to. And I will try my best to keep up with things. So yeah, Graham just talking about Lewis's stream today at 3 o'clock on a Monday. I missed it. I had to go out, so I do apologise, but I'm going to catch up with that later on this evening. He said started to paint one of the canopy display units, Lewis, after your live stream. Oh, lovely! You made some new ones, have you, Graham? I put some pictures up. We'd love to see them, as Lewis has just said for me. Thank you. Lewis just telling us how much he likes holes, and we all like holes, apparently. Quangaman just saying you just need a small clothespin, a little clamp to keep it together. Yeah, a clamp would help, but if I'm honest, you don't really need to. It's all good. Dexter's Crafter saying, hey everyone, sorry I'm late. Trying to get Lewis packed up for his lorry. Ah. Did he lock you in the cupboard again, Nat, before you could get online? Never mind. Good that you're here. And Scaly Model says, tongue out and hold your breath too. Oh no, I try not to hold my breath. I forget to breathe if I do that. Oh, nice. I like that. Butcher the Model, take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the grills are pretty. Oh, that was Axl Rose. I see what you did there. Brilliant. Like it. Unfortunately, that joke got rid of one person that was watching. So try not to do too many of those. But there you go. So yes, so we're still on stage 5 of our instructions. And like I said, the next bit will be the most exciting part ever to have been witnessed on anything, he says. Now, looking at the bench and thinking to himself, wow, I just thought to myself I'd lost this next bit. So this is just a nice, smooth bit of paper, whatever it is. It's not paper, is it? It is cardboard, simulated cardboard. Not sure simulated cardboard is the right phrase, but it is cardboard. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to go around the wheel with it, just to give it a little bit of a bend. And then what we're going to do is going to be big and bold. And now this might be a really good place to put a clamp. But if you stay with me, and we can all laugh together as I struggle. I think I'm going to struggle with this. I feel like I'm going to struggle with this. I just know I'm going to struggle with this. So this is going to get a little bit messy. I can hear you all screaming at the screen going, no, don't do it, don't do this, do it that way. Use this. But my head is down and I am cracking on. I will catch up with the chat in a second. As I said, I am very much deep in thought tongue out. You know what us men are like. We can't multitask. We can't do 3 things at once. At least that's what we tell the ladies, because we don't want any more jobs to do. We've got enough to do. So this is actually quite easy. Like I said, it can take a little bit of time. Just that little extra detail, and it will look phenomenal when we get to that point. So as I'm busy rambling on, apologies again about the crash, not being at the crash this Saturday. Life got in the way for all of us, all 3 of us, and it has a habit of doing that, doesn't it? So rather than put ourselves under lots of stress and strain, we made the choice to cancel, and we will be back next week. Don't fear. 100%. Obviously, the first group build in the crash will start in literally a couple of days. Starts on the 1st, which is Wednesday. So we're almost there. We are doing a group build for victory in Japan, over Japan. VJ Day. So get your builds ready. In the officer's mess, obviously, which this channel is associated to, we are going to be doing our next group build, which is air warfare. And once again, I don't know if you're watching Conrad, but Conrad was our winner for the land warfare. Congratulations. And some excellent builds, guys, I must say. You don't make it easy for the admins. The admins did make a choice. It was right down to the wire this time round. Really was. I almost thought I was going to have to get my glasses on and start looking carefully at the builds, because I was going to have to be the deciding vote, which was going to be awkward, because they were very good builds. So there you go, the last little bit going on there. And while that's setting, hopefully not to my finger, I'll catch up with the chat, shall I? 17 people watching, 40 minutes in. Thank you all for staying with me. Well done, well done. Where did we get to? Okay, so Butcher the Model says, you're not getting any more today, my brain hurts. I'm not surprised. Graham says, James, I forgot what scale is your build again. I had a brain fart. Graham, do you mean the group build that's coming up? Because if it is, doesn't matter which one you're talking about, whether you're talking about the VJ Day or the Air Warfare, any scale at all, nice and easy. So with relation to the mess and the Air Warfare, it's anything that can be involved in Air Warfare, any scale, and it's got to be a kit that hasn't been started. With the VJ Day one for the crash, that is again any scale, but must have been in the Pacific Theatre. There we go. Modeler Phil says, James, did you manage to see the link to the Das Clay brickwork? Send me a PM and remind me, because I've forgotten. I'm not sure. Modeler Mayhem's boohoo wibble. Yeah, boohoo and a wibble. Lewis says, there's got to go, guys. Have fun, stay safe. Indeed, you stay safe as well, Mr. Trucker, and you be a good little trucker. No, he's Graham. He's not on e-models. He is going to be going to bed and making sure that he's nice and relaxed and ready for work tomorrow. Poor old sausage. Oh, there you go. Just confirming it for you. Oh no, that one there. Just confirming it for you. No, he's early start tomorrow indeed. As obvious, he's a trucker. Sexy time. Easy sleep. Okay, we'll have a chat later on, Lewis. No night, Lewis. Indeed. There's Nat just reminding him, get to bed, stop sitting on the naughty step, and get upstairs. It's not often she says that to you, I know, but it's only because she wants you to go to sleep, nothing more. So there you go. We're up to date with the chat. It's just obviously a chat between yourselves there, and yeah, all good, all good. I did have something go over there. Let me double check that wasn't what I think it may have been. No, that's all fine. That's fine. Okay, so we're up to date with the chat. We've got our wheels done here. We're just going to do that second one very quickly. And again, what we do to make it go around easy, honestly, by pre-doing this, it makes it so much easier to go around. Because I did try before I came on air to quickly do it, and I didn't do this step, and oh, it was a pain. Such a pain. Put safety glasses on, safety first, and also the fact that I can see what I'm doing then. Honestly, it's like most of the things on my body doesn't work very well. Here we are. So get a nice start on there. Oh, he says get a nice start on there. I said get a nice start on there. Thank you. What nice is it? Right. So there we go. And what we do is we just do a little bit of glue as we go along. A little bit of glue. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Well, that'll be one of my cats coming and tell me that they're hungry and they would like to be fed. Not yet. Oh. Oh. I'm sure she'll leave me a present. Thank you very much. To remind me why I should have fed her earlier. To show her appreciation for my love and care. It's my cat anyway. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Model of Mayhem says kittens. No, I'll have kittens if I do this wrong. That's a dead cert. But it's going swimmingly at the moment. Touch wood. Well, I sort of am, as it happens. I sort of am. So yeah, so obviously some of you guys were there yesterday for the Sunday parade, late parade. They did explain at the time that it was down to life continuing to chomp away at my ankles and a slight issue with not looking at my diary properly before organising help in the garden to get a project finished. Which I'm glad to say is done now. Well, almost. There's a bit of tidying up to be done, but it's done. As is this wheel. Graham's just saying put the cats on the screen. I'm not going to put the cats on the screen. I'll tell you for why. I've got one that's fast asleep and the one that's meowing will, as soon as I get off the chair, will run away because she doesn't like me that much. She just likes to come and remind me that I'm a really bad parent and mummy's not here. And if I'm honest, she'll walk back and she'll see the food's there anyway. So it's not like she really needs food, because she doesn't. She's got it. So there you go. There's our 2 wheels now complete. We can now move on to stage 6, which we've already done, which would be putting this bit on here. And that's done. And then stage 7 is the seat, which is this bit here. So we've actually managed to complete all of the stages, apart from the little step that I haven't done, which I will do, but not quite yet. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Modelling Mayhem. He's just saying to Graham there, he may have a catastrophe. Oh dear. And Graham just saying, he might have to meow out. Oh dear. Humour Monday. Well, I think it's humour. At least I hope it's humour. Anyway, so there we go. So we've got our cart done. Now, what we need to just do is just hope I did this all properly the first time around. Wow, wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Oh, I need a bit of sanding. We're going to sand that in a minute because that doesn't look right, that joint. And we'll put that one on there. Oh, is that right around? Yeah, it is the right way. One on there. And there we go. There is. Oh, there is. There was. Put that on there like that. So I'm just going to hold those wheels, but there is the horse cart from Yen Models. A really, really nice little piece for a diorama. A diorama, I hear you say? Wow, what diorama is that, James? Well, as it happens, over there a minute, we're going to put these figures, these ones here, saying, somebody help me. These are a couple of German figures, obviously been wounded. I'm going to put those on a base, which happens to be this base right here. But we're not going to do that tonight. No. Although that's gone very quickly, hasn't it? Obviously, it was a lot more organised today. Right, so let me just double check that. Okay. What we could do next then, we will try our best at doing these Usman flip didgeridoos. Right. Right, okay. Right, so they need to be. Where are we? Where are you? They seem incredibly long. Right, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that later. I should take some pretty pictures of that, of the step. I'm going to check it out doing that live, so that's all good. So yes, so there you go. There is the Yen Models cart. Actually, I'll tell you what I will do. I'm going to take these wheels off and just do that little adjustment I want you to do to my gluing. I can actually get those stuck on, can't I? If I have the appropriate stuff. Right, let's start. Let's get my little sander. tidy up that joint. That's better. That's better. A little bit more. A little bit more. I clearly waffled a lot more last Monday, or maybe I was on only for the hour. I don't know. Right, so I'm going to use a little bit of a super glue. And put one wheel on my wagon, but I keep rolling along. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we don't sing live. Oh, don't do that. Be good. Be good now. Bit of super glue on that. Oh, we got a bit excited on that, didn't we? I've only got an over super glued. Oh no. Luckily, I was prepared. Oh. Pretty changing. I have no idea where that's gone now. There it is. There we go. So there we go. 2 wheels on my wagon. Just put that away because we don't want a bottle of super glue, do we? So there you go. Yeah, 2 wheels on my wagon. Isn't it amazing how you look at that? It looks like something wrong, but there isn't. Honest. So I'll pop some pictures up of that in the mess for you all to see. Yeah, there we go. Our wagon has got wheels. So there we go. So like I said, this is the horse cart from Yen Models. So well done. Well, that's that done. Let's have a quick look at the chat. And we'll see where we go from there. So there you go. I'm just saying, James, I have 9 cats in my street and 2 are ragdoll cats. Oh, lovely. Funny enough, one of mine is a American ragdoll, the one that doesn't like me too much. A very pretty cat. She's old now. A little red wagon diorama. Oh, yes, that would be quite clever. Well done. Didn't think of that. And a Butch that Models, 1 wheel on my wagon. There he goes. Sing along with me. Can't think who I don't know, but you're going to have to be the oracle of all information and tell me who that is. I can't remember. A Clint Eastwood diorama. Do you know, honestly, it is a European cart, but it wouldn't take an awful lot to jiggle it about into a Western cart. Definitely. Clever get Andy. I was just about to type that. Was that the answer to who it was? The new. Oh, was it really? Are you sure? Okay, I'll believe you. Just saying, thanks, Andy. I would never have got that it would have kept me awake all night. Yeah, it does that, doesn't it? When you have something that's it's in your head, oh, that's so annoying. Yeah. Can see our Mr. Eastwood riding his horse, shooting at the enemy, and bales of hay on the wagon, going everywhere. Oh, the imagination is just wonderful. It's with Lee Marvin driving the wagon. I think you'll find there are some Western lovers out there. Cool. You can get, not from Yen Models, but I'm pretty certain you can get a wagon from that period in a similar format to this. I know I've seen it somewhere. And Model of Mayhem just saying Ed Force 1. Yes. No teasing. No teasing. They go, no. Cool. Okay, so that's that. We are just coming up to 8:30. For people still watching, you're not all falling asleep yet, and all joking away in the chat. That's very good. Right. So yeah, so that's actually done, and I've thrown myself now because I sort of finished everything I was going to do. But what I will do is I'll take this opportunity to do something slightly off the wall. What shall I do? What shall I do? What shall I do? I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. I've been doing a cheeky little build for the creche. It is a shelf queen that I pulled out, thinking, oh, Japanese plane, I can build that. Dope. I had built it, and it was all in primer. But what I've been doing, I've been quite busy, as you may have seen in the mess. This is where we're at. I was doing lots of things on this that I've never really done before. We've got our chipping, madness in chipping going on, which was done with a sponge. Our insignia was painted on, as you can clearly see, because it's not that great, but it was the first time I'd sprayed on. And our camouflage pattern was done with the trusty Sotar 2020. What a lovely airbrush that was. First time I've actually used it. And this is our KI 84 or Hetty. Oh, Hetty. So yeah, I've done that. I haven't done the bottom bit yet, as you can see. I think I might just stick the old roundel on there. It's not a roundel, is it? What is that called? That Japanese sign? It's not a roundel, because the British is a roundel, I think. Or is it a roundel? Maybe someone out there knows. Who is the oracle that will know this? So yeah, so I've been doing that, and that is obviously to encourage all you guys to do a VJ Day build. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Lots to do on it still. But there you go. So we've got that there. How many of you in the chat are going to get involved with the group build, and what are you going to build? I'm going to wrap this up very shortly, but I'm going to ask a couple of questions and your opinions, and we'll have a chat. We'll just have a chat. And to that, there we go. Got my ugly mug. So I'll take the advantage of the time. There we go. You can probably see that it's going to white out quite a lot because of the lighting in my little room. There are pictures up on the mess. But there you go. Yes, so that's that. So are you going to get involved in any of the group builds, the air warfare or the VJ Day? And what are you going to build? I personally I'm going to do this little kitty, a wire cat, one of my favorites. Yeah, looking forward to doing that. 148th, nice little plane. Butcher that model has said the rising sun. Not sure. Colin as Colin Hands. Hello, Colin. That's the first comment I've seen from you. So good evening. Thank you very much. I'm going to mispronounce that so badly. Hinmora, is that right? Yes, I hope so. So Dad's going to get involved in one of the group builds. He says, don't know yet though. Come on. Modeling Mayhem, he's saying Clint Eastwood diorama man with no name, fistful of dollars, or a few dollars more. Whistle Enrico. Oh, ecstasy of gold. It's obviously on a film terrain, which I don't know. Sorry. Which of that model has said he was going to do a little 1/72 FX 0. I can't find a canopy, but I might have another. I have an idea. Well, you could always do a wreckage with that, couldn't you? Could try. Give it a go. Maybe it's something you haven't done, and that would involve a lot of techniques you haven't done before. So that would be perfect, really, because that means you could try something new, get a little bit out of your comfort zone. We like that idea. And Modeler Man Butch, the model Rising Sun. You would be you've been to New Orleans again. The House of the Rising Sun. No. Yeah, get your coat. Doors that way. So there you go. Yes. So me, I've got that to do. That's for the VJ build, actually. VJ build. Yeah. The air warfare one. I'm actually building 3 aircraft, all Dauntless, all in 1/48, and they are. What were they? It was a limited edition kit, and I think I'm right in saying Accurate Miniatures, I believe the kit is, but I can't see it. So that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to doing that. Might do a little diorama along the way with that. Not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. Got a few ideas, but we'll see. Man, I wibble. Yes, definitely. So there you go. That's taken me not as long as I thought. Guys, I'm really sorry. I sped through that so quickly, which is good in a way. It's now coming up to 8:30. I think for this evening, I'm going to call it quits. So obviously the next stage will be our base. I'm going to do the base on live, and that'll be all prepared, and hopefully we'll be able to do it from start to finish, all within an hour, and then it'll be done, hopefully. I'll get the figures out, and get my figures out. So these figures that I'll be using are I'm showing the camera that I'm not looking at. That's handy. Well done, James. Just a professional as usual. So yeah, there you go. This is the kit, and all as the figures are resin, as you can see in the bag there. I won't get them all out individually. It does come with its own little base, which I'd like to use, but I'm not quite sure if I will or not yet. Depends on if it fits nicely on what we've got. So yeah, so I'm going to get those all done. Those figures can stay out, actually. I'm going to put those figures together, and then what I'm going to possibly do, just pops into my head as I was thinking about it. What I possibly will do is I may even be very brave and paint them. Start painting them with you guys, and then obviously finish them later. And we'll do the base. Definitely do the base live. So yes, we'll know that we'll do it now. Okay, so I think it's time for me to wrap it up. And Graham's just reminded me, James, it's past a few minutes. Yes, it is past a few minutes. Yes, so thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for taking the time to be with me on this Monday. And I will see you on the Saturday Night Crash, or the Sunday parade at 11 o'clock or on the Monday bonus. Until then, ta-ta.